The Joe Rogan Experience.
Have my lungs checked, and they tell me they're great.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy, because I think if you keep active, like you train and a lot of us train now, like this generation, they're not like lazy stoners. They don't just sit back and do nothing. There still are those, but I don't think it has the same carcinogens as, people expected, like cigarette.
It doesn't.
And so, you might look at someone's lungs who smokes cigarettes and you might see something there like, hey, you need to, slow the fuck down over here. But in every time that I've had my lungs checked or whatever, whether I've, gotten sick or whatever, they're always telling me lungs are in good shape. And it's a funny thing because, I think in 1987, I was 17 and I was gangbanging. I got shot and, I got hit by a 22 and it, as hollow points do, it broke into three pieces, the hollow point. And one of them punctured my lung on my left side. And, they were telling me, do you smoke? No, I don't really smoke because I didn't smoke cigarettes. I smoked weed, but I wasn't going to divulge that at the time. I was 17 and they said, well, that's good because you'll never smoke again. It was like they punctured your lung and blah, blah, blah. They thought I was going to have to work off one lung. But in the 3 days, they were able to get the blood out of the lung and I was able to get it back, through the exercises they told me, to get it back to its regular size. And I've never had a problem since then, knock on wood.
Did they take the piece of metal out?
No, I still got the three pieces. That's like when I go do my physicals and they do the
MRI,
the MRIs and the x-rays and all that. The doctors, sometimes they forget because they see so many patients. And say, Mr. Freeze, these appear to be bullet fragments. What is that? Well, you just said it, Doc. They're bullet fragments. You've seen them a dozen times, and I was very lucky. I was very lucky because it punctured my lung, and then two of the pieces, one was by the heart and one was by my spine. But I was at Martin Luther King Hospital in Linwood, and we call that place Killer King because you go in there for something small and end up dying or come out, gimped out or something. So, I wasn't going to allow them to try and get to those bullets or those fragments.
To open you up?
Yeah, no. Because, they didn't have a great success rate.
What kind of lung exercise do they give you? Try to pump your lungs back up.
They give you this breathing apparatus that has like a ball in it, right? And it has two lines. And, it's the first line they're telling you every day for 5 minutes to 10 minutes to blow that, not all in one shot, but like to keep practicing getting the ball up there, and that will help inflate the lung and get it back. So I had to do that for probably like 3 weeks. And, and the puncture wound, it healed itself pretty much. And
the pieces are still in your lung?
Not in the lung. No, it went past the lung. It shot past the lung. So, it's, I got a piece up here, and one off to the side in the back. Well, when it's really cold, due to the nerve damage, I'll get like stinging, like, like when your hand falls asleep, the little needles. I'll get that here, and then back here where it entered. They had to cut right in between a rib here to stick the tube in to put the hose into the lung to get the blood out of the lung.
Damn.
Yeah, I was living crazy before I got into the music. The music saved my life, pretty much.